Going back on the record, the time is 4:12 p.m.
So earlier, Jordan, we've been exploring what your fluid role was at LuLaRoe and is at LuLaRoe. I wanted to explore now what you had decision-making authority with regards to. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So like what you personally could decide without having to go to anything else. And so I want to go through this list of topics, and I just want to tell me, one, whether or not you had decision-making authority with regards to the topic, and then if anyone else in the company, whether there was a committee or particular individuals that had decision-making authority.
During what period of time?
At any point, and then if the answer is yes, we can go into timeframes, and if it's no, we can move on.
Sure.
Make sense? Okay. So first I want to talk to generally decisions regarding the independent fashion retailer program. Do you understand what I mean by independent fashion retailer program?
No.
I'm referring to LuLaRoe's program whereby you can sign up as an independent fashion retailer and sell LuLaRoe's clothing.
Okay.
Okay. Did you have decision-making authority with regards to marketing of LuLaRoe's IFR program?
Object is overbroad.
No.
Okay. Did you have decision-making authority with regards to refunds?
Same objection.
No.
Who did have decision-making authority with regards to refunds?
I don't know.
Would your brother, Michael Brady, have had any decision-making authority with regards to refunds?
I don't recall specifically.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to have a continuing objection as vague and overbroad because I don't know what aspect of refunds you mean.
With regards to, are you aware of LuLaRoe's 90% cancellation of business refund policy?
I'm aware that it exists.
Okay, what is it?
I'm aware that it exists. A 90% refund cancellation policy.
Okay. Are you aware that if an IFR quits, that an IFR may submit merchandise purchase within the last year that meets certain criteria for a 90% refund?
I'm not aware of those specifics. I'm aware that there is a 90% policy that exists.
Okay. Did you ever administer the 90% policy?
I don't recall.
When you say you don't recall, is it because you don't understand what I mean or that you never did it?
That I never did it.
Okay. Who within LuLaRoe administered the 90% refund policy?
I don't know.
If an IFR came to you with a question about the 90% refund policy, who would you refer them to?
Someone in finance.
Who is in charge of finance?
Our CFO.
Is that Noel Knighton?
It is.
Who's married to your sister, Nicole? Is it Jeff Thompson?
Yes.
Okay. Was he ever in charge of finance?
No, I don't recall specifically.
Do you recall him being involved in accounting?
Yes.
Okay. And I know he was involved early on in the company and is no longer at the company. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Why did he leave?
I don't recall.
Do you know why he left?
No.
Does he get along with your mom?
Yes.
He has his own company now, right?
Yes.
Is that company Smile?
Yes.
I always say smile, dot. Outside of Noel Knighton, is there anyone else who you've referred, when you refer questions to finance, who typically is your contact there?
Michael.
Michael Brady?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do Michael and Jeff get along?
Yes.
Did Michael administer the 90% refund policy?
Objection. Vague over broad.
I don't know.
What is his role at LuLaRoe?
I don't know.
You don't know as in, you don't know what your brother does, or you're just not comfortable describing
Oh,
what
I'm
he does?
comfortable. It's just super vague. I have no. I know what
Okay.
Kenny and Justin do, but I'm not on the same floor in the same building as Michael, and Michael is super quiet, so I don't know.
Okay. Do you go to Sunday night dinners at your parents' house?
Objection. Relevance.
Relevance is that we have, our investigation has revealed that there was some LuLaRoe business that was discussed at Sunday family night dinners.
Go ahead.
Have I ever been to Sunday night dinners?
I mean, do you go regularly to Sunday night family dinners?
No.
Okay. Do you know, are you aware that Sunday night family dinners are sometimes held at your parents' house?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't go to those dinners?
I didn't say that.
Okay. Have you ever attended a Sunday night family dinner at your parents' house where LuLaRoe was discussed?
Yes.
Okay. How often was LuLaRoe discussed at those dinners?
I don't know specifically.
Was it discussed frequently?
LuLaRoe is every aspect of our lives that we love, and it's discussed frequently, along with many other normal things like kids and family and hobbies.
I mean, so do you consider LuLaRoe a family business?
Yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
Yes, because some of my siblings work for LuLaRoe.
Okay.
No, because there's plenty of other people that work at LuLaRoe that aren't part of the family.
Got it. And so so would you say, since LuLaRoe was founded, the topic of LuLaRoe at Sunday family night dinners was as common as the topic of what was going on in your week or the topic of your kids? Was it like a topic of normal discussion?
It's a normal topic of discussion.
Okay. When you've gone to Sunday family night dinners where LuLaRoe was discussed, who typically has been present?
Whoever can make it.
Okay, so is it, I mean, obviously your parents, right? Are they usually there?
If it's at their house, yes.
Oh, okay. Is it not always at their house?
It's whoever is available and whoever's offering it. Our family gets together whenever we say we want to get together.
Okay. And how frequently in the last year would you say that your family has gotten together for family night dinners?
Well, that is not calculatable.
Too many times?
For LuLaRoe or for personal or for holiday, or I couldn't give you a number.
Because it's a lot?
No, because it's on different ground. Like, there's different reasons why we would get together. So,
Got it. Do you recall any discussions at family dinners where the leadership bonus plan was discussed?
no.
You don't recall because you weren't present or because you weren't a member?
I don't recall. I don't remember.
Okay. Do you recall any instances where decisions were made about the LuLaRoe business after or at a discussion? Sorry. Were any decisions about LuLaRoe, the LuLaRoe business, made at a family dinner where you were present?
I don't recall.
You don't recall as in you're not sure?
There are like a bajillion kids running around, and there's like lots of grandkids, so whether the topic was being discussed or not, what was being discussed is not rememberable.
Do your parents and siblings who work at LuLaRoe involve you in major business decisions?
Not typically.
Okay. When you say not typically, do you have an incident in mind where they have involved you?
No, that was a Freudian slip of no, they don't involve me in big business decisions.
Okay. Who do they involve typically,
Object on
if you know?
foundation.
The executive team,
Who's on the executive team?
Noel Knighton, Guillermo Lopez, John West, Lauren Simpson,
Are any of these people related to you by marriage or blood?
Mark Stidham, excuse me.
Obviously your parents are.
Yes.
But what about Noel?
No, nope.
Guillermo?
No,
John West?
no,
Lauren Simpson?
no.
Do you know if your dad typically involves Michael in key decisions?
Objective form.
I don't know specifically what decisions she involves Michael in.
Okay. Do you know if he consults with Michael for big decisions? Are you aware?
No,
Okay. Do you know if does he consult your brother for major business decisions? Sorry, you have a lot of brothers. Does he consult Kenny about major business decisions?
I don't know.
You don't know, or as in,
I don't know.
you're just not privy to this? Okay,
Yes.
got it. Oh, okay. Sorry, can you see your document for a second? Does any of your documents have, oh, okay. So there's a little yellow tab there. I just wanted to point that out to you. I'm introducing as exhibit, sorry, what exhibit is it? 98. LLR-WA 00008768. Jordan, did you receive this email as part of your role at LuLaRoe?
Yes.
Okay. And do you see that there are 3 attachments to this email? One is Q&A broadcast.xls, and that is the thick chart that is labeled at the top LR-WA 000877 confidential.xls.
I'm sorry.
sorry.
What did you just say? This right here?
Yes, Q&A broadcast is that chart with gray on it.
Okay.
Gray and white rows.
Okay.
And then broadcastinfo.pdf is this broadcast summary document.
Okay.
And this single page document that says polls is pollsbroadcast.xls.
Where is that?
I think it's at the very end behind the giant chart.
Okay.
Okay. And so it appears that this was sent to you after a Q Club call. Did you typically receive these kinds of documents after a call?
No.
Okay. And it looks like it says powered by, and I can't see powered by, and then it says West on the email. Was this call hosted on a service that was not Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what service it was hosted on?
West.
What is West?
I don't know what the name of it. They had a funky name and their platform was really bad.
Okay. So you were just testing out this platform for this call?
I could not give you the context to why we're using this.
Okay, got it. So earlier you mentioned wanting data on how many people attended calls. If you look at the chart ending, the document ending in 8769, it appears that this does give you some data about how many folks attended this call.
I said I wanted to know why some people get on and some don't.
Got it.
I didn't say I wanted the data.
Oh, got it. Do you know so it appears that at least in this instance where the West platform was used, that this viewership information was available. Do you know if that is available on Zoom?
No, it's not. This isn't on Zoom.
Yeah, okay. So this type of data is not provided to you
Oh, you
on
mean,
Zoom.
do we get this on Zoom?
Yeah, like the number of, for example, viewers during live. Is that data provided to you on a Zoom webcast?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay. And then, the Q&A data, is that provided to you on a Zoom webcast?
Not like that.
How is it provided?
Like that.
Like you're pointing to?
Like I'm pointing at the big long list of questions.
So LLR-W800008770. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But it's just a long list.
Okay. Did you get a lot of questions?
Yes.
Okay. Was it hard to answer all of them?
It just depends on the day. Depends on if the retailer was talking, if they're not, what the conversation was, what the topic was. So, I don't know.
Okay. So I'm going to do as I did a minute ago when we watched the last video and hand you a page marked as Exhibit 99, and it's Bates number 005548, and it's just a placeholder for the court reporter for a video clip I'm going to show you.
This one?
Just the top one. You got them out of order. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It doesn't matter. Maybe more like that.
And this is, I'm marking as, sorry, I'll let you mark it first.
So what's this one? This is,
This is exhibit number 100.
so we double marked the.
Sorry,
So exhibit 39 is exhibit
Huh?
99.
wait a minute.
That's exhibit 99.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mark 99 as, can I take that back? Here, I'll deal with this
Switch.
sticker. Okay. Actually, should we mark it?
No, if it was marked as one, it's 39.
Okay, it's 39. Okay, sorry.
What do I do with this
So
one?
the 99.
I'll take this one. Can you pass me that? Oh, you put that one back. And I'll just mark that.
Just go on this stack.
So I'm going to play you some clips from Exhibit 39.
Feely. So for me, I sort of felt like the
So Jordan, I have something up on your screen at 37 seconds. On here.
I see.
Okay. Who is that?
That is Lindsay Wheeler. Lindsay Wheeler.
And I have another individual up on your screen at 10 minutes and 37 seconds. Who is that?
Emily Ringnalda.
Okay. Are Lindsay and Emily leaders?
Yes.
And sorry.
Oh, when was this? September 7th.
Sorry, give me a second here. Let's see. Looking at Exhibit 99, did you review this document in preparation for your deposition?
This one?
Yes. Did you look at it?
I don't recall.
Okay. And here is a shot of somebody at 4913. Is that you?
It is.
4903. Okay. So I'm starting at 4903, and I'm just going to play some of this. Actually, question, did you see this video in preparation for your deposition?
You asked me that, and so
sorry.
my question is until you press play, I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay. I asked you about the transcript, and you said you weren't sure.
Well, I'm not sure because I haven't read the whole transcript.
Okay. Oh. Okay, let's try.
frostbite.
So I want to talk about this call for a minute. Is this a Train the Trainers webinar?
Very well could have been.
Okay. And as part of this Train the Trainers webinar, as part of this webinar, it appears that you were facilitating a discussion or presentation featuring Lindsay Wheeler and Emily Ringnalda. Is that correct?
Correct.
So it also appears, you saw it a minute ago, but it looked like you were looking perhaps at a Q&A when you posed this question. Do you want to relook at it and see if you were, or, sorry,
I mean, I could have been.
you could have been, okay.
Yeah, I don't know specifically what I was looking at.
Okay. We talked about earlier that trainers typically attend Train the Trainers calls. Are Train the Trainers calls mandatory for trainers?
Objection. Counsel's testifying.
No.
Okay. So a trainer can choose whether to attend a Train the Trainers call or not attend one?
We don't force them to do anything, so I mean, like, they're humans, they can choose to do that.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
not required that you attend every single Train the Trainers call?
No.
Great.
Train the trainers, yeah, no.
What was the purpose of asking this question during this call?
I don't know what the purpose was.
I mean, did you have any intent when you asked the question?
I don't know what my intent was 3 years ago.
Having seen a portion of the clip now, did you review this video in preparation for your deposition?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I want to correct one thing on the record. So I believe that the title under the Bates number for Exhibit 39 is incorrect.
Okay.
Just so there's no confusion. The Bates number itself is correct, and the exhibit is 39 from Wheeler, but the title is in video from Zoom.
We can withdraw that. I mean, it's just a cover sheet and it's
Yeah.
not being merged. Okay. I can take that back. What was your understanding of what a pyramid scheme was?
I don't remember what my understanding of the pyramid scheme was at that time.
Had anybody at LuLaRoe explained to you what a pyramid scheme was?
No.
Had it come up in discussion with anybody at LuLaRoe? And when I say LuLaRoe, I mean employees?
I don't recall specifically.
When you say you don't recall specifically, are you saying you don't recall a specific incident, or you're just, it's fuzzy in your mind?
I don't recall a specific incident.
Had you, done any research? I mean, you're a college-educated guy, right? You graduated with a 3.7 GPA.
I did.
As part of your education, college education, did you have to do any research?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like research for a paper, for example.
Yes.
So at your time at LuLaRoe, did you ever research what a pyramid scheme was?
No.
Okay. Can we go off record for a second?
Off the record, the time is 5:00 p.m.
It's the right one.
Going back on the record, the time is 5:02 p.m.
So I want to turn your attention to exhibit. Oh, should I? I can wait until you're done.
Yes, please.
We can go off the record for a second.
Off the record, the time is 5:02 p.m.